In this chapter, you'll take the very first step in getting to know who you really are by conducting a self-assessment and going through the necessary steps to go deeper into your personality. Often you may have heard children or even sometimes grown adults asking the question, "Who am I?" This leaves one in a state of confusion as each and every one of us has already assumed a personal identity of our own. As simple as it may seem, discovering yourself merely does not mean what you like to eat, drink, or wear. It involves much deeper elements than that. Surprisingly, most people do not really know themselves, even if they claim so. Knowing yourself requires a deep connection between you and your thoughts. If every man knew himself well, then he or she would not be dealing with so much confusion, depression, or frustrations. Why self-discovery? Self-discovery is essential for any human being at any stage of life. The more you discover yourself, the more aligned you are on your life path. When you discover the positive traits within you, eventually you'll also feel confident about who you are and embrace who you become. Therefore, if you want to lead a happy life, you have to set free the chains that bind you in search for your freedom. You have to be certain of what exactly you want from life. Understanding what you want will set your focus and you'll be clear of what you need to achieve. The very first step in discovering who you really are and what you're meant to be is by the means of self-assessment. This method will only be effective if you're brutally honest with the answers you're providing yourself. Start your self-assessment by describing yourself using 25 different adjectives. Include both positive and negative traits. This exercise is important owing to the fact that you are undertaking a truthful exercise. Dig deep down. Uphold the utmost honesty. Allow for self-rediscovery. Provide an explanation for every trait you've listed down. Explore each explanation in depth. The next step is to consider your likes and dislikes. This is important to allow yourself to identify any potential issues that may help you discover the root cause of your likes and dislikes. It'll help in preventing the repetition of bad behavior. Keep in mind that failure to learn from your past will only make you prone to repeating them. List the activities you love doing. Which books do you enjoy reading? What are the types of people you surround yourself with? What are the activities you enjoy during your free time? When you've discovered all your likes and dislikes, start writing a journal to collect your thoughts. For a whole week, write down all your emotions, actions, and thoughts that you might have. Write down what you feel most comfortable doing without much effort, but is also very rewarding to you. A journal is different from a diary, as your journal contains your personal thoughts and reflections. Answer these 5 questions and record your answers in your journal. These questions will help you in discovering yourself and to get in touch with your inner thoughts and feelings. It can also help you make choices in your private life, working life, and in relationships. 1. Describe what you believe is truly important in life. 2. Describe what values you uphold in life that best reflect what you believe in. 3. Describe your dreams and what you would want to achieve for yourself personally in life. 4. Who is your mentor or major influence in life, and how do they help you make decisions? Why are they an important influence? 5. What do you consider as your greatest achievement in life? In your journal as well, write down 5 childhood memories you remember which gave you the feelings of deep joy and excitement, both as you anticipated them and later as you experienced them. If, for example, eating an ice cream on the beach was a special childhood memory which made you skip with joy and anticipation, then take your family or your friends and enjoy ice cream on the beach with them. If you enjoyed going on a trip in your family caravan during the holidays, then hire a caravan. Take time to go and explore and relive the adventures with your own family. As adults, the responsibilities of our lives sometimes rob us of simple pleasures that give us joy. No journey of self-discovery is complete without looking at the person we were as a child and comparing it with the person we are now as an adult. The experiences that shaped our personalities are rooted deep within your childhood moments. Spending time reflecting on them is an excellent way to rediscover our inner self. Another important step for you to take in discovering who you really are is by meditating. Meditating can be a good way to tap into the subconscious to understand your inner self. It'll help you answer questions you have related to life. Meditation's important in making or deciding the path in which your life should take. Sit in a quiet and peaceful place and be engrossed in your thoughts. However, you should not be discouraged if you do not seem to get the right answers right away. Keep on practicing, and in the end, you'll finally get the answers. When you're meditating, the brain enters a theta state. When you are in this state, you encounter very minimal interference from the conscious state of the mind. All of the exercises described represent an opportunity for you to search for answers you've been looking for. Keep in mind, you should not be too hard on yourself and be patient. Don't force the answers, but have a receptive and open mind. This will help you discover yourself better.